Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. In today's video, welcome to another Things People Say About Black Ops 3 Zombies. And if you haven't noticed already, due to the thumbnail being a different color, this is actually a different episode of Things People Say. So let me just go ahead and tell you guys how the new schedule is going down, right? So every week, or at least every week, there should be a new zombie analysis video, right? The next video after that will be a Things People Say About That Zombies analysis. And then the next video after that will be the main Things People Say, where we took the comments from the last main Things People Say. Does that make sense? There's basically one zombie analysis and two Things People Say. One many Things People Say about the analysis, and one Things People Say just on a category or topic that I told you guys on the last main episode. So in other words, there's a lot more videos with you guys in it. So let's go ahead and get started on what you guys said about the last zombies analysis, the city of Raleigh. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and click on the screen right now and watch that zombies analysis. That way you get the gist of what everyone's talking about in this video. So let's go ahead and get right to what you guys said about that video. My buddy Sam says, I agree with the map being this island and all the evidence, but none of this shown evidence proves that this will be DLC 2. It could be DLC 3. That is a very good point. We don't know for sure what DLC this island, if it is a map, could possibly be, but I think just from all the clues we've had on Eisendrache, I mean, like, basically every single cipher, every single clue we have is either about Takeo or about an island. I just feel like that's the next map because they're hinting at it. In the past, we used to see hints at the next map in the previous map. So like in Mob of the Dead, there was a book saying that there was a spelunking book, basically, and spelunking is like cave diving, right? And that was hinting at the next map, Buried. So I think that the clues pertain to the next map and not necessarily 2 maps later. I could be wrong though, we could be getting it in DLC 3 instead and get Russia next, but I do personally believe the next map is an island. I'm fairly certain it is. That one guy says, I don't know, it's just that all of Treyarch's H.P. Lovecraft inspired features is just that, inspiration. I just don't know though. Thoughts? And I see what you're saying. Treyarch doesn't really go too in depth with all of the Cthulhu stuff, and you know, I really honestly think it would be a little too far-fetched for them to go full out City of Raleigh as a map, but that's why I'm thinking it's going to be more of a reference in this map, right? So I think the next map, if the map is an island, if that's our next map in DLC 2, I think it's going to be a facility, just like we always get, some sort of, you know, German facility once again, but underneath that, like in terms of the ancient stuff that's in the scenery and background of the map, I think there's gonna be a lot of references to that Cthulhu stuff. So it's not gonna be out in the open for us necessarily, but I feel like it's gonna be sort of like the surrounding environment and mythos, I guess, of the map. And that's what I wanna see more than anything. It's just this weird, creepy atmosphere of what this place actually is. That's what I'm hoping for. Blazeman brings up a point about the moon. He says, since the moon is blown and shattered during the events of Eisendrache, a thrilling underwater experience has to be expected as Chapter 5, where we erase Takeo 1.0. And I've actually talked with my dad about this a lot, because I was trying to, you know, get out of him. I was like, all right, Dad, you love astronomy, you love stuff about the moon and space and things like that. What would happen if the moon is gone? Would the tides change in a way that it would destroy the Earth? Like water would just come in over countries and just overflow areas? And the way I've looked at it, the way that my dad told me, is we believe the water would just actually go soft. There would be just no tide in the water. It would actually go down. And I don't know if that's completely true or not, but that's just sort of like the scientific idea we believe in, I guess. I don't know if the tide would actually rise per se if the moon was destroyed. Maybe if the moon was destroyed to the point where all the mass was sort of spread out more, so maybe that screwed up the waves. I don't really know, but if the moon just disappeared, I don't feel like that would make the tides rise. I think that would do the opposite. I think they would make them go down, actually. I could be wrong, though, and once again, though, it is a video game. Treyarch can do what they want to do with the tides, and they could definitely make the water overflow certain places on the world, and I have no problem with that at all, because it is a video game. We're playing Call of Duty Zombies, we're crying out loud. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure exactly what would happen, but that's just what my, you know, JC's dad over there, that's what he said. He was just like, son, I think if the moon was gone, then the tide would actually go down. That's what I think. DM Payne says, if this is the new Shangri-La, it's Game of the Year. You are right, my friend. If it is like Shangri-La in any way, it's going to be the perfect map of all time. I hope I pronounced this right, but Malam188 says, I'd buy Black Ops 3 if it had a Raleigh map. And honestly, I think it'd be awesome if we had a map like this, if we had a map in this sort of area with this environment and mythos surrounding it. And it's really surprising to me. I put this comment in the video because I'm surprised someone watches my videos who doesn't have Black Ops 3. Usually I just assume that everyone who watches my videos is caught up to date on Black Ops 3 and has played the game and has enjoyed it and so on and so forth. So that'd be awesome. I hope it comes out so you do get Black Ops 3. I hope it is going to be an awesome map. And honestly, give Eisendrache a shot. If you want an awesome zombies map, buy Black Ops 3, play Eisendrache. It's awesome. I'm sure you will not regret it, honestly. It's an amazing map. And finally, our last comment comes from Ballista YT, and he says, honestly, these are the 5 things I want in DLC 2. Number 5, a new, really crazy boss. That's a very important thing, guys. We really want to see something new, not the Panzer coming back again. We want something new in the next map. Number 4, Banana Colada. A bunch of people are actually talking about this perk, and it's a fan-made perk that was come up with, and basically it's like you slide and you leave like a banana trail behind you and the zombies can slip over it and stuff like that. And it's sort of like a PhD version of the slide, but I'd rather just see something called PhD Slider, where you can just kind of sort of like a rocket shield boost through the zombies. I don't know how exactly it would be balanced so it doesn't do it every time, but I don't know. I would love to see some new perk in the next map. I'm surprised we didn't get a new perk in Eisendrache, actually. It's actually really weird because normally we do. But yeah, I really want to see a new perk. Number 3, I absolutely agree with 100%. The new weapon, the wonder weapon in the map, should not take up most of the Easter egg, and it should be more like the BO1 Easter eggs, where it's sort of like one step and the Easter egg later down the line. I absolutely agree with that. And number 2, the Ray Gun Mark III. We gotta see the Ray Gun Mark III, guys. It's gotta happen. I know it's real. It better happen soon. Number 1, snow. Are you serious? Like, I really don't want to see snow in another zombies map, like, for as long as I live. Like, I swear, if Treyarch puts snow on an island map just to be funny, it's going to literally destroy my channel because I'm going to freak out over it and post like a billion videos complaining about it. But Ballista says, I would love to go underwater. I do think that if the next map is an island map, per se, I do think there's going to be some sections of the map that will be able to go underwater and use the swimming mechanics. I know a way they could actually balance it, actually. Me and my friend were talking about this. Me and Sam were actually talking about this. If they had some sort of underwater section, they can't let you sit in it forever because that would just be overpowered because the zombies couldn't get to you unless the zombies, swam or something. But I feel like if there was underwater sections, it's going to be like automatic water sections, right? So like you go into the water and maybe like the tide or whatever is like pushing you forward, so that way you have to escape. Like you're not gonna be able to just stay in the water. You're gonna be like pushed forward, through the water to the other side, and that way you can't just camp in the water and live that way. Just be a way to sort of have an underwater environment into a map for once. I think that'd be actually pretty cool. But that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the comments on the last zombie analysis video. I hope you guys get the gist of where this series and my channel is going in terms of schedule. Think of it like this, right? Basically, there's a zombie analysis video that comes out. There's a mini things people say, like we're doing right now, about that zombie analysis. And then afterwards, there's a regular things people say, like we normally did, about the last things people say. I'll have them color coded for you guys, so when you see green text in the thumbnail for things people say, that will be about the zombie analysis. And when you see yellow text, that will be just your normal main things people say episode about a certain topic that I gave you the previous episode. Like I said before, it's kind of confusing. Hopefully it works out from there. I might have to do some tweaks with it to make it, I guess, more easier as we go along. I'm not exactly sure yet if it's gonna work this way or not, but for now, that's how it's gonna work. If you made it to the end of the episode, I guess, tell me something random in the comments below. How about just tell me, what is your favorite TV show in the comments below? Let me just get to know you guys a little bit more, since we don't have a topic for the next episode because we already have one in the last. Okay, this is kind of confusing. I don't know why I did this, but you guys, you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Just tell me in the comments below, what is your favorite TV show? I'll read your comments. I'll reply to them. We'll have a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been me, JC, and I will see you guys on the next main things people say, where you guys will have a voice once again. This has been JC. Hope you guys have a good one. Have a good one. I am messing this up so bad. Have a good one. Have a good one. Goodbye.